So we're in our 2021 F-150 XLT Power Boost Hybrid, and we've got about a 3,500 pound trailer hitched up. And we're getting on the highway here, and it's got a very neat feature. That's actually one of about the 2 or 3 most useful things on this truck. If you do a lot of highway driving, as we do, we probably drive 40, 50,000 miles a year on the highway. And that is that it drives itself. It's not called full self-driving. It's not called autopilot like in Tesla, but it basically operates as well as the Tesla's autopilot. And so it's pretty damn simple. All you do is get on the highway, get up to speed, get yourself centered in the lane, and then hit the button to engage cruise control or enable the cruise control. And what you see is a set of indicators come on the dashboard, and the one in the center that shows the vehicle with the little blue halo around it, that indicates that it's in what you might call autopilot or self-driving or driver assist mode. I think the official name is 360 Autopilot Assist or 360 Autopilot 2.0 Assist, or just lane keeping. But again, it will keep itself in the lane. I'm not going to let go of the wheel because that's a dumb idea, but I don't know if you can tell, it's steering itself and it's keeping itself in the lane. Again, even with a trailer, even with it's just a 12-foot trailer, maybe 3,000 pounds, not super heavy, but it can operate perfectly fine. And I'll get it set for I'll set it to 75 miles an hour, and then it'll catch up to the vehicle in front of it, and then just kind of draft off of it essentially. Sometimes it gets a little bit close to the vehicle next to it, and you can get on the wheel a little bit and maintain a safer distance if you think you need to. It's not going to fight you the way a Tesla does, because the Tesla, if it feels you starting to kind of try to take over, it's going to resist and resist and resist and then disengage. And this thing won't do that. It'll just kind of go with the flow a little bit better. So you see we're caught up. We're probably 3 to 5 vehicle lengths behind the truck in front of us. It's set at 75, but it is holding 65. And again, it's keeping the truck and the trailer stable and centered in the lane. And that by itself takes off about 90% of the hassle of driving. A lot of other features like the so-called Tesla full self-driving do other things for you. They stop at stoplights, they navigate you through traffic, and take a left and a right turn. You don't really need all that. All you really need to do, 99% of what you need to do is have the vehicle keep itself centered in the lane and speed up and slow down for the traffic ahead of you. And if it can do that, it is, again, that's 95% of what you need any type of self-driving or driver assist system to do. Again, it works very, very smoothly, and it doesn't make the annoying noise like the Tesla does when it turns on and off. It just operates. If you want to change lanes, in the Tesla, you hit the turn signal and it will change lanes for you. In the Ford, you hit the turn signal and all it's going to do is essentially disengage lane keeping or self-driving until you get into the next lane, and then it'll re-engage once it detects that it's inside a lane. Speeding up to 75, vehicle pulled in front of us, slowing back down to 65. Again, it all works very, very, very smoothly. Side note, you see our gas mileage really isn't good at all. A lot of people see the EcoBoost advertisements. They see that this thing is rated at 24 on the highway, and they think they're going to get 24 on the highway. But in reality, even without a trailer, if you're driving real highway speeds, 70, 75, 80, you're getting the high teens, mid to high teens. If you're driving 55 on like a 2-lane, maybe you're going to get 22 to 24. but don't bank on it. You know, that's not why you buy a truck. You buy a truck for the utility, and if it saves a little bit of gas, that's great. But it's not going to be getting, you know, anywhere near 24 miles to the gallon if you're driving at real highway speeds, keeping up with traffic. If you're doing what they call hypermiling, and you've got all that time to waste, sure, you might get 24 again on a 2-lane road, but you're not going to get it on a highway doing highway speeds, trying to get somewhere the way most people do. Anyway, again, the Ford 360 Assist 2.0, otherwise known as self-driving, otherwise known as lane keeping, really works extremely well and does a very good job of taking, you know, 90% of the hassle out of long trips. You could easily do 1,000 miles a day in this truck and not be exhausted at the end of it the way you would in a regular vehicle. Plus it solves the problem that the Tesla has, which is that the Tesla does great with self-driving, but you got to stop every 2 hours to charge it. And again, nobody's really got that much time in their life to be stopping every 2 hours, 2 or maybe 3 hours in the newer one. In our 2016, yeah, we're stopping every 150 miles, 180 miles, something like that. Even though it's rated at 260, it is stopping every 150 to 180 miles for 30 to 50 minutes of charging. And that's no way to go through life. So, yeah, if you want a self-driving vehicle, you can get it in the F-150 with 360 AutoPilot assist. Plus, you won't have to stop every 2 hours like you do in a Tesla. Plus, you can tow a real trailer. And if this comes out for the Super Duty, you'll actually be able to tow a heavy trailer, you know, 12, 15,000 pounds. You see every now and then a warning comes on. It says, keep hands on steering wheel. And that's if it thinks you don't have your hands on the steering wheel. But if you just sort of keep a grip on it and you put a little bit of effort into it, you know, in terms of like, you know, pulling it in one direction or another so that it knows you got your hands on the wheel, it's not going to give you those warnings. Something else that's neat, the blind spot indicators, the blind spot warnings on the mirrors, they will adjust to the length of the trailer. So when you're setting up your trailer, you plug it in, you plug in the trailer lights or the trailer brakes, and a little screen will pop up, and it'll either detect what it thinks is your trailer based on, I don't know, the resistance in the wiring, or it will ask you to set up a new trailer. And one of the things that it asks you is the length of the trailer. So if you tell it it's 12 feet, it's got cameras and sensors in the truck that will know if somebody is inside your blind spot or inside your, you know, your danger zone, whatever, and it'll activate the indicators on your mirror, so you don't cut it too close when you're changing lanes. So that's a neat feature. Again, very well thought out truck, and something they don't really harp on in the advertising is the self-driving or lane keeping assist, which can make your long road trips 1,000 times easier. MPGs, you know, as discussed, 9.6. That's actually pretty good, but our speeds aren't really that high. We're in the high 60s, low 70s. We were in the mid 70s yesterday coming home, and our mileage was in the 6 to 8 MPG range with the trailer. Anyway, there it is. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody.